Good afternoon. My name is Ruud van der Linden. I'm founder and CEO of StreamOne, and I'm here to talk to you about increasing user experience and revenue with true server-side ad insertion. First, a short introduction about the company StreamOne. We're a streaming online video service provider that help companies to manage, publish, and monetize online video. And we're built on 3 pillars. Flexibility, so we make sure that integration is effortless, it's easy, it's really quick, and that you can pick your own components. So if you don't want to use our standard video player, but have a specific choice or maybe a contract in place already for a video player, then you can pick that component and use it using our pre-integration. A second pillar is that our platform is powerful. It's highly scalable as it's built on cloud services, and because it uses multi-CDN. And it's, of course, it's built to be really secure. This is obvious, of course, but good to know it's really secure. And it's fast. It's fast to set up your own OTT stack, pick your own components, and it's basically plug and play. And we can have a full OTT stack of the components that you pick online in under a day. Unfortunately, usually contract negotiations take a little bit longer than a day, so, but we can have the actual platform up and running really fast. Some of our customers, as you can see at this picture, they're publishers, many publishers, broadcasters, and video content owners. But let's get started, the story up to the true server-side ad insertion. So right now in 2017, the internet is still basically in its infancy. It's still growing faster every year than the year before. And people don't realize this, but it's actually, the growth is still increasing. So it's not easing down, but it's still increasing right now. And so is online video advertising. As you can see, online video advertising is still growing a lot, whereas TV and radio are slowly declining. But there are some issues with online video advertising today. Interrupted flow. So if you want to go and watch an online video, you click play, but first the video player needs to load a fast VPaid library, then it needs to load the fast tag, then it needs to retrieve an MP4 for the advertisement, and then it needs to buffer enough in order to be able to play it, and then finally you can watch your pre-roll. And then after that, after the pre-roll is finally done, you can watch the actual content, but it's not ideal. It's just, it takes seconds of your life away every time you watch a video, basically. Second problem is picture quality. Often pre-rolls are really low quality. So you're trying to sell me this shiny brand new car, but all I see is pixels and artifacts moving around. So that's not really how you want to sell that car to me. Other way around is also possible. This morning, on a hotel Wi-Fi that was crappy, and everybody knows crappy Wi-Fi in hotels, I tried to watch a video, 30-second video, and it had a 20-second pre-roll. So I could watch the pre-roll, I watched a second, and then buffering for a second, and then another second of pre-roll, and then another second of buffering. So it took me 40 seconds to watch the pre-roll, and then I could finally watch my 30-second video, finally. So there's problems with that. Ads, pre-rolls are not adaptive streaming. They're usually just MP4s downloaded, sometimes huge sizes. It's really crazy. Also, multi-screen support is limited. Even Chromecast, for most platforms, is a problem. So on Chromecast, often you don't have any ads. And that's because it's hard to get fast VPaid properly to work on Chromecast, or especially the more exotic platforms like smart TVs, connected TVs. It's a problem. And other problems that are not particularly related to true server-side ad insertion are problems of when to show an ad. Sometimes it's smart not to show an ad because a user is new on the website, so you don't want to bombard them with ads right away, but you want to get them hooked on your content first, and then you start showing more and more ads. So last of these issues, there's more issues, but we've kept it to 5, is the duration of ads. Like I just said, even without the buffering, I had a 20-second pre-roll for a 30-second video, and that's crazy. That's crazy. So, users have come up with a solution. Ad blockers. Over 25% of users have ad blockers. So that means basically you're missing out on a quarter, 1 in 4, a quarter of your revenue. So users have come up with this solution, but now content providers need to as well. And the solution is server-side ad insertion. So in layman's terms, what this does, and most of you are probably already familiar with it, but what it does is the server does all the hard work, and the server stitches the video advertisement together with the main content. So instead of, for example, a 2-minute video and a 10-second pre-roll, you have a large 2-minute, 10-second video with the ad stitched to it. So end user benefits here. This server-side ad insertion eliminates disruptions between advertisement and content. So it's just one nice steady flow of video. It lowers the startup times because you don't need to load a vast VPate library anymore. You don't need to load an MP4. You don't need to wait for the real-time bidding and do requests back and forth between player and server, which adds up to the latency. You just do one call to the server. The server does everything really quickly in the back. And this results in a smooth TV-like viewing experience, really nice. And content provider benefits are also quite obvious. You can show ads on any device, like I told you. It already works on Chromecast, out of the box. You can improve user engagement because it's just so much. It's just if it's nice to watch video on your website without having to stare at a blank screen for 3, 4, 5 seconds before you can watch the video and the pre-roll, that just helps. People want to come back to your platform, and so all those things together, they increase revenue. And in the Netherlands, we have a showcase. We've set up a showcase. This is already live right now. We've done this with our partners, Unified Streaming. Unified Streaming has the Unified Remix product. We've integrated that into our video platform as a service. And basically what it does is it can stitch content together. It has really high performance, and it's really quick and easy to integrate into, our online video platform. And we've also worked together with Improve Digital, who made this possible from the server-side perspective, and who gave us ad inventory to actually do this. And we've done it on the website of the Amsterdam International Fashion Week. And right now, I'll show you how that looks. Right now. Click on the video, click play, new page loads, and immediately an ad, no waiting. It just starts and it plays. And this is Dutch, by the way, so if you always wanted to learn Dutch, then go right ahead. And immediately content. 0 black frames, but immediately the content. And the ad blocker is active. You can see at the right top. So, but the ad blocker has no idea that there's an ad going on. So that's this showcase. So why do we call it true server-side ad insertion? This is because we use a single workflow for both the ads and the content. So we don't have something where you have a workflow and then there is ad insertion going on in between. We don't have that. It's just one single workflow, which means a greater compatibility. This will play back on any device. It's transcoded by, the ad and the content are transcoded by the same transcoding system. They go through the exact same workflow. And it's all available in HLS, MPEG-Dash, Smooth Streaming, and HDS. And that's pretty unique still. And even if you're using DRM or multiple different types of DRM, the ad automatically gets encrypted with the exact same DRM, with the exact same key. And that means, especially for those exotic devices, exotic smart TVs, etc., they can play it back. They don't crash because there is a discontinuity in the stream. It just works. There's also less single points of failure because it's just one workflow. Problem with external server-side ad insertion services is that if someone does an upgrade, that might cause a small problem that causes exceptions in some cases. And this, because this is a single workflow set up together with unified streaming, we can test it from front to end. So everything is tested continuously. And you have full control and a tight integration because this is all part of the single workflow of one platform. So how does it work? This is a little bit more technical. I'll start in the middle here. I think I can use this. It doesn't really work. It all starts with the origin. If a viewer starts watching a video, they'll do a request to the origin in order to get the manifest file, which contains everything that the user will be seeing. Server side, there will be a request to the ad server, and if the ad hasn't already been ingested into the system, then it's ingested, stored, transcoded, remixed, and then sent through the origin to the CDN and to the end user. And which is exactly the same workflow for the actual video content that the user wants to see. It goes from here also to here, also part of the remix equation, and then goes out to the user. So this is what we mean by single workflow. This is the same for both the ad and the content itself. And the streaming in all the adaptive formats that are on the market today, so full compatibility. There's more than just the true server-side ad insertion that we offer. StreamOne is launching its full smart ads product soon in May 2017. It consists of this true server-side ad insertion solution, which we already have live and running on fashionweek.nl. If you wanna, you can check it on your mobile. It's another part of the smart ad suite is the metadata sync. We actually also already use this with publishers in the Netherlands to send metadata of every piece of content that the viewer is trying to watch to the ad network so that they can do extra targeting. For example, at one Dutch publisher, there are financial videos, and those videos, extra metadata is sent to the ad network so that they know to target specific campaigns. So wherever the video is embedded on what website, that information is always accompanied by the call to the ad, by the ad request. And also basic functionality to optimize ad duration is already present. For example, you can configure the system that for content for less than 1 minute to maximum, to show a maximum of 10 seconds of ad. But the really interesting part, we are officially launching this at Streaming Media East, New York, which is just in, I think, 2 weeks and a bit, is artificial intelligence ad personalization. This means that for every single request, we will use machine learning, a machine learning algorithm to determine if the user should see an ad. So, for example, if it's a new user, we might show them less ads. But whether or not to show an ad might also depend on the type of device they use, the time of day, how many videos and how many ads they've already seen before. A lot of different factors. And so we're introducing this in May 17. And so this, StreamOne Smart Ads, this, by the way, all of these functionalities, they work both server-side and client-side. So, that covers StreamOne Smart Ads. And all in all, that's a TV experience with all the online benefits. That's it, thank you. If you have any questions, you can ask them now or later on the side. Any questions right now? No takers? Okay, thank you, goodbye.